Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
All right, apparently Tevin Farmer is accusing Ryan Garcia of doing what Ryan Garcia does, and that's clout chase and don't sign contracts and wait to the last minute to sign contracts and stuff of that nature. Also, I guess I talk about this Mark Maxo and Gary Russell story too, man. Um, so read what you want to read into that one, uh, but Tevin Farmer saying that this dude ain't trying to sign the contract. All right, so he played the old Mike Wrestling interview. Let's see what he said. Give me a minute. I'll cue it up.
Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
So he's saying that he's saying that Ryan ain't signing the contract for the fight. Now Ryan is out here on social media punching his brother in the stomach. Now his brother does box, but he not gonna take it. He not really. He just doing it to say he probably did it. All right. He just probably like, you know what? I'm doing it to say I did it. So he's telling Tevin to sign the Tevin is telling Ryan to sign the contract. Now Tevin is a guy who ain't fought in a couple years. We went over this already. We know why he the opponent. But some people think he got a damn good shot. But my thing is Ryan Garcia, he fight guys who can't punch. So even if you do go out there and put on a boxing clinic on Ryan Garcia, they still probably gonna give him the fight, and that's sad that we gotta think. That's sad that we gotta think that way. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that robbery gotta be on the slate, like wins and losses, split decisions, majority decisions, and the rest of that type of stuff. It's sad. But it is what it is. He said he didn't want to fight. It was other guys. It was a couple other guys in there. Augusta was another guy. And, not using Tevin name, and maybe he clout chasing Tevin name. All right. Maybe they never intended to fight Tevin Farmer. Maybe they didn't think Tevin Farmer said yes. Maybe they didn't think they'd say, I'm ready. But maybe they didn't think he was gonna be like Tevin Campbell and be like, I'm ready, to love you forever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no vocals. So maybe they were saying, they think he was pump faking. Maybe they think Ryan, Tevin wasn't in shape since he ain't boxed in 2 years. And apparently Tevin been keeping himself in shape for him to apply this type of pressure. But Ryan Garcia is out here doing what Ryan Garcia do. He's a circus show when it comes to boxing. Talented, but he's an influencer. This is some influencer type stuff. This is to get people excited, not about boxing, but about the content that he produces. And I wish I was a great content creator like Ryan Garcia, because I can't pay to get nobody to support me. You know what I'm saying? Like he got the old Pacquiao boxer shoes on, but that's what he's doing. He said, I'm coming back strong. April is going to be sweet. Fight announcement coming soon. Who should I fight? Who should I fight in my return fight? Comment below. So, maybe going another way. He said, somebody said another Uber driver. Somebody said at the hospital. Javante Lomachenko, T.O. Haney. That ain't happen. So, this is what he doing. Maybe they going another way. Maybe they was just, like I said, maybe they was clout chasing Tevin. Maybe they was trying to catch Tevin slipping and being out of shape. And apparently, Tevin said yes. Tevin said yes. You know? Earl don't sell either. I said Earl, I was reading something. Somebody told me something like, get your pay-per-view box from Crawford. I just stopped responding. But like I said about Tevin, bro, trying to multitask. I said about Tevin, bro. I mean, it is what it is. I think Ryan does Tevin activity. Tevin said he would move up and be a lot more healthier, vibrant. You don't see, Ryan losing to him. Even if Tevin Farmer win, he lose. They're not gonna let Tevin Farmer come in and beat Ryan Garcia. So I don't know if they talked about the money. They had preliminary talks, but I mean, I guess it's the best we can hope for. It's better than Gesta. You know what I'm saying? I thought that, I knew he wasn't going over fighting in Australia, but he ain't gonna fight nobody, bro. Boy's a Victoria's Secret model until he prove otherwise. He showed to get off the camera versus Luke Campbell. He got some dog in him. But when he went through that traumatic experience, he didn't want to box no more. It wasn't no mental health. But, he didn't want to box no more. It's kind of like when Hector Camacho got hit by Edwin Rosario. He fought a different way. Ryan don't want to get hit no more like that. And that's just the beginning. That's from a dude that was on his way out. So imagine how Teofimo hit you. Or how Shakur make you look stupid. Or, even a guy like Oscar Valdez might give him some good work. So, Tevin said he ready. So, I mean, like I said before, that's on them, man. Hopefully they figure that out. It's a respectable fight. I will watch it, not gonna lie. I'll be pulling for Tevin, though. Apparently. Now, it's a story going on. Shout out to Ty. He sent me the AJ video I did. He sent that to me. Shout out to Philly, the place where some of the most thoroughest dudes are from. All right. But he sent me this story. All right. It's interesting. It's interesting to say the least. All right. I'm gonna try something new. I don't know. Trademark gave us a new option. Thanks, Hold on. All right. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but I'm gonna minimize it a little bit more. So hopefully it's all right. So apparently this is going around saying it's interesting that the video is deleted, and also interesting that somehow they had Mark Magsayo's Magsayo new belt ready. And usually a new belt is mailed weeks, if not months later. I had my Magsayo winning, but clearly, but this seems weird. Like I said before, most people, I'm not talking about this guy, no disrespect. Most of y'all don't know how to score a fight, so I'm definitely gonna score it today. All right, most of y'all don't know how to score these fights, bro. And just because somebody come forward, bro, he didn't look to the naked eye. He didn't win that fight. And I will make it my business to rescore it. Before I even drop the video, I'll go, well, it's snowing. I might do something on Instagram. But in my opinion, it was clear that it wasn't clear. Because just because you come forward and throw punches don't mean it's effective. Defense is ring generalship too. Like I said before, social media gave everybody a platform. But I appreciate him for doing this. We just beg to differ temporarily until I watch the fight again. Sam Watson talks about Mark Wynn being good for boxing. Come on now. And you know what? I can see where he's coming from with that. But damn, Gary supposed to be a brother. Sam, I was good for boxing because they wanted to belt out the Gary Russell hands. And some of y'all who watch the fight with commentary, watch it without commentary and tell me what you think. Commentary swayed it. Posted numbers swayed it. So Sam Meyer saying it was a good loss for boxing, a good win for boxing. And like I said, it was good. It was fruitful for the media members. It was fruitful for the vloggers. It was fruitful for somebody to talk about. And like I said in my video last week, one of the best things that can happen in boxing, boxing has supplemented big fights with upsets, because you don't get the big fights. You don't get the AJ, the Wilders, the They struggling to make AJ and Usyk too. They struggle to make Tyson Fury and Dillian White. You know what I'm saying? They make better Biev and Bivol and better Biev and Bivol and Joe Smith Jr. You know what I'm saying? They make David Benavidez and Charlo Plant Benavidez. You know, might be getting Canelo, Charlo, salute to them. But that's too far in between. For every Wilder Fury fight, that Wilder Fury is carried big boxing. You know, even though it's a great atmosphere with Canelo fight, I can't say Plant was a big fight. We knew who he was gonna win. Can't say it was a close, massive fight. We knew he was gonna beat Billy Joe. We knew he was gonna beat Callum Smith. It's no disrespect to him. We're just saying the obvious. So upsets have now supplemented big fights. And when somebody get upset, then the internet is rocking. Imagine if you get a big fight and a big upset, or you just get the big fights. And that's not happening. That's not happening in boxing. So it says that the video has been removed by the uploader. So apparently they had his belt ready, even though Gary Russell's face is still on the belt. So I don't know what he meant by the new belt, because you see Russell's face on here, but apparently they had a belt ready. But I'm not sure about that, because Gary Russell's face is still on the belt. So that belt got to be going back to Gary Russell. Because you see his face right here, so I don't know what he's talking about. So now this video is gone. I don't know who had the video. Whoever was there, shoot me the video. If the belt doesn't move, champion don't fight. There's no sanction. Well, look at that. His face still right here. Don't matter. So the belt controversy is still good. You know, like I told y'all, it's not a black establishment, bro. And for years, so that belt, okay, I'll tell you what happened with this belt. If it's true what I'm saying, so Gary Russell faces on the belt, they exchanged that belt backstage. Because remember when Lomachenko cut Adonis Stevenson face off the belt? He cut his face off the belt. You know, people, you know, saying that, you know, was saying that he was disrespectful for cutting Adonis Stevenson's name off the belt because, you know, he was injured backstage after he fought Gusevik, his countryman. And Lomachenko cut his face off the belt. I can't find the picture, conveniently why. He did apologize later. To me, it was tasteless. Then people point back to Adonis Stevenson pass that he deserved it. Like that pass is like squeaky clean to clean like a baby's butt. We all did things we didn't like to do, and that's the evolution of life. A lot of people, you know, that say that, you know, they'd probably be the main ones being trife out here. But what happens is, you know, that belt goes back to Gary Russell. They exchange it, or somebody take it to Gary Russell's locker room, and Magsayo gets a new belt. This is not a new belt because Gary Russell's face is still on it. But, you know, the brother, whatever YouTube channel this is, I told y'all about PBC. Y'all don't want to listen. I had to open my eyes to it. It's not a pro-black establishment. They got nothing but love for the brothers. Nope. Nah. Shout out to Heavy D. Rest in power to him. Ain't no love lost in the city. And this is just the way it goes. It was good for boxing because Gary Russell was asking for too much money. Hey, that's their business. It was good for boxing because Gary Russell, when they couldn't get what he wanted out of them, he fought once a year and played the game. You know, ultimately caught up with him because he had to fight with one arm. Like he was Gohan in Cell games. So ultimately, all falls on Gary Russell. You believe what you believe, you know, and you know, whenever you're ready to tell his truth, we'll be here to listen. You know, but in a way, it was good for boxing. A lot of y'all niggas made a lot of money out there. A lot of y'all had something to talk about because ain't no fights coming up this week. You know, hopefully get some fight announcements this week. I heard Top Rank was supposed to release that schedule last week. Didn't hear it. So we'll see what happens. Check out the boxing news playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance, the notification we go live or drop a video. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, response, your video quest. Peace.